So remember, in 220.82b, no heat, no air conditioning, okay? We're gonna add up everything by their nameplate and by the square footage requirements in B1. Okay, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna put our demands, then we'll go to B2. Okay, 82C, excuse me, 220.82C, all right? General lighting, so we're gonna obey 220.82B1. B1 is very familiar, right? 3 volt amps a square foot. We don't have to go back in part 3. It tells us exactly what to do here, doesn't it? In B1 it says 3 volt amps a square foot. And then it says in B2, 1,500 watts for each small appliance circuit. 1,500 watts for the dryer circuit, for the laundry circuit, I mean. It tells us exactly what to do in B1 and B2. All right? So we did it. And then it says in B3, the nameplate rating. Everything else, except for the heating and air conditioning, we're going to find the nameplate rating. And guess what? The question is going to have to tell you that, isn't it? The question will tell you every piece of equipment and their nameplate rating. And then you're going to start putting them in there. Dishwasher, 1,500. Disposal, water heater, dryer. Remember, there's no 5 kW minimum here. This is the nameplate rating. Oven, cooktop, range, nameplate rating. Okay? So we're going to add all these up. And it comes to 34,000. And then in 220.82b, it tells us what the demand to put on it. The first 10,000 of this 34,000 is at 100%. The remaining, which is 24,000, is at 40%. So for 220.82b, our calculated load is 19,600. Hold that. Don't do anything with that. Just sit on it for a second. And then now let's go to 220.82c. And at 220.82c, this question was very simple, wasn't it? It says there's an air conditioner and there's a heater. It didn't give us any information about a heat pump. It didn't give us any information about multiple thermostats, right? We've got an option here. What's the percentage of an air conditioner? 100%. What's the percentage of electric resistance heat? 65%. Not a heat pump. Correct? It's just heat. Resistant, kW, inefficient, carbon bleeding heat. Okay? That's all it is, 65%. That's our calculation, okay? So remember, we're holding this, we're not doing anything with it, all right? Now we're going to do our 65% of our heat. We have to choose the larger of the two, right? So when we do the 65% of the heat, we've got to make a choice here, which one's larger? Obviously, it's the heat. So now we're going to take this number over into the column, and now we're going to add up B to C. And now we have our answer. We do B, we put the demand on it. We do C, we figure out what the calculation load is for the larger of the air conditioning or heat. Then we add the two together. Do not do C and then apply the demand. Does that make sense? What's that?
That's where I screwed
Yeah,
up.
that's why I want you to do
I
B
put the
first,
heat in there.
apply the demand, then do C, and then add the two together. All right, that's why I had you highlight adding the result of adding the loads from B and C. Okay, which is very important. So obviously our answer is 24,800. Now you could say, I need a 103 amp service. What size service is required for this 110? I really want that baseball bat now. Remember.